Okay, so today is November 29, 2015, and outside my house it's cloudy and it's chilly, and it's also 53 degrees. Now, why is it that in November it's chilly, but in May it's hot? That has something to do with the four seasons. So, what we're going to learn about today is the four seasons that we have in a year. This is intended for a first grade science class and it follows the TEKS 112.128 Earth and Space. The student knows that the natural world includes the air around us and objects in the sky. The student is expected to C. Identify characteristics of the seasons of the year. The objectives for this lesson include the learner will identify the four seasons of the year, the learner will distinguish what makes the seasons different from each other, and the learner will categorize images and words to go with the correct season. The first season that we're going to start off this lesson with is winter. In winter, the months are December, January, and February. In these months, it's very cold. You have to use jackets. You can't wear just t-shirts outside. You can drink hot chocolate to keep you warm. In some places, it does snow during winter. And in the winter season, we get to have Christmas in December. So that's a little bit about winter. The next season that we're going to talk about is the spring. Now, in the spring, the months are March, April, and May. In these months, flowers begin to bloom and it usually rains. And people say that April showers bring May flowers, which is usually true because it does get a little rainy, and we usually have beautiful flowers in May because of the rain in April. The next season that we're going to talk about that comes after the spring is the summer. Now, the months for the summer are June, July, and August. In these months, it's hot. Some people go to the beach. You can see people wearing shorts and sandals, and it's normally always going to be sunny in the summer. Now, the next season that we're going to talk about that comes after the summer is the fall season. In the fall season, the months are September, October, and November. Now in these months, the leaves on our trees begin to change color. They go from being green to a reddish orange color. Some even turn yellow, and then there's brown. And then they fall down from the tree. So instead of seeing it up high on the tree, you see your leaves on the floor. In this season, it's cool and it can also be very windy. So now that we have a little bit of information about the four seasons, we're going to go ahead and do a little activity that I. So for your activity, you're going to need 2 sheets of paper. Your first activity is going to have the four seasons on it, and the second paper is going to have the characteristics of the seasons, okay? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to carefully cut the pictures and the words, okay? Just be careful not to cut yourself. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to place the images and the words in the correct season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do several of them, which is why I've already cut mine out. So we're going to look at winter. We know that in the winter season it's cold and it sometimes snows. So we're going to look over here on the characteristic side. We see a picture of a snowman. Snowmen do not belong in summer, fall, or spring, so the snowman belongs in the winter. We know that snowflakes are also a part of winter, so we'll place the snowflake in winter. We see the word snow. Snow belongs in winter. And we see the word cold, and it is very cold in winter. So that one also goes right here. So the next one that we're going to look at is spring. Spring. Remember, April showers bring May flowers. So we know flowers are a part of spring. So I'll place the flower right there. We know that raining is a part of spring. And as you can see here, we have a picture of a rain cloud. So we can also put the rain cloud right over here. And then we have the words flowers blossom. And flowers blossoming is exactly what happens in spring, okay? So just like I did, I cut out my pictures and my words, and I carefully pasted them right where they belonged, okay? So we're gonna carefully cut, and then we're gonna paste them in the correct seasons, okay? So now that you know what you're gonna be doing, we're gonna go ahead and get started, okay? And don't forget to put your name on your papers, okay? Let's go ahead and get to work.